Okay, I'm gonna do this video kind of quick because I'm gonna post this on my YouTube channel, Junkbox Aquatics, and I'm also gonna post this on Facebook. Say hi, Sweet Pea. She doesn't care. Okay, so a little more than a month ago, I collected some organic material by a pond out by Cascade Locks, Oregon. I got this idea from Father Fish and also The Secret History Buried in Your Aquarium. So those are two different YouTube channels, Secret History Buried in Your Aquarium, and then Father Fish. Father Fish is very organic and kind of an old school way of doing things. If you don't like bugs, you don't want to watch this, because that's what this video is all about. Taking a close look to see what is in these jars. These jars are only about a month old. I literally just collected a bunch of stuff out of this. It wasn't really, I mean, it was a small lake, but you would also call it an abandoned swamp off the side of the road. But yeah, so there's probably some small fish in there. There was some birds in there. There was some plants. Obviously, you could see some plants in here, but yeah, the water was pretty still. I don't think there was anything flowing through the water like a little river or anything. So this is going to be really exciting for me because I love bugs and I love looking close up to things like this. But I took a really short glance at this, and there is lots of things crawling on the top. I even saw some really tiny spiders. So the time that these guys were downstairs in my basement, my fish room area, I had an air stone on every single one of these. I also had saran wrap over the top with very small little holes so nothing could fly through, because there will be mayflies. So mayfly larvae will be in these, possibly dragonfly larvae, which I don't want to get loose in my house, because if they do, they could contaminate my aquariums. So let's take a look, see what we got. My favorite one, I'll show you guys my favorite one. I love looking in this one. Once again, these are all from the same 5-gallon bucket. I just grabbed a bunch of stuff, stuffed it in the 5-gallon bucket, took it home, and then I separated it into these containers. So I've got 5 containers. These are about gallon jars. I don't know how many, I don't know how big this thing is. I think this thing is about 2.5 gallons. I don't know how big this one is. I don't know. Once again, these are mason jars, gallon mason jars. This is my favorite one. I did see some amphipods in this one, because this is, honestly, this is really the only one that I was able to really watch because of the location of it. Oh, yep, there's an amphipod right there. It's kind of cool. These guys are really cool. They're fun to watch. They're like really small little crustaceans, kind of like shrimp, sort of. Let's see what else we can find in this one. So cool watching them scurry around. One of the reasons that I really wanted to do this, first of all, was because of the live food. Because I have all of these fish downstairs that I breed, and I have a really good system going right now. I just dropped off a shit ton of clown keelies to the World of Wet Pets. And the guy at the store on the way out, he said he really liked the way they looked. So evidently he likes them. But yeah, so a bunch of black antlers and stuff too. But I don't get too excited about those. Those things are easy to breed. Let's see what's on top here. So, one of the things I'm going to do, and I'm kind of regretting doing this, but I'm going to do it anyways, is I'm going to take all of these containers and I'm going to dump them into one 5-gallon bucket, because I just don't have a lot of space. I wish I had more room downstairs, but I really don't have a whole lot of room. I would love to set all of these up in small aquariums, like maybe have 1 or 2 5-gallon or 10 gallons of these. That would be really cool to watch. And just keep culturing these things. because I do want to use them for live food. One of the concerns, and this is a real serious concern because I am super careful with my fish downstairs. Very careful with them, even though these things are opened up. So, you know, like I was talking about dragonflies and mayflies. I think it's mayfly. It's the one that's kind of like a dragonfly, but it's the cousin to the dragonfly. It's not quite as big. Those will eat baby fish. The larvas will eat baby fish. If you want to see something terrifying, look up dragonfly larva. Dragonfly larva is the stuff of nightmares. Okay. I think we looked at this one enough. Okay, so let's check out. The top of this one is a lot of fun. All kinds of stuff happening. I saw something scurrying around over here too. Oh yeah, there's little ones. Little bitty bugs on the top. I don't really think those are anything to really worry about too much. I love the plants too, because these were submerged, completely submerged. So these are plants that actually were growing in the water. Like you could see it on this one a lot better. We'll get to that one in a moment. Let's see what is hiding in this. Also the tannins. I love the tannins. That's the color of the water leached from the plants as they biodegrade. So these plants are all biodegrading, and the little bugs that are still alive are actually basically eating that biomatter. And by the way, these do not smell at all. They do not stink at all. There's no smell from this. And I know those of you that know me very well are probably saying, yeah, right. No, they really don't. And it's because they had a constant air bubbler, and I didn't do anything with the water. I just left the water from the lake in the container. So all of that healthy bacteria that I pulled from the soil and the substrate, because you could see I grabbed a lot of substrate. See all that? So all of that is healthy. You see a really huge amphipod. They're just living off that stuff. So this is really good food for your fish, okay? But, so Father Fish is old school. He's really all about nature, natural stuff, doing everything the natural way. So, that's where I got the idea. It was from him. He called these resurrection jars, because you do this and you see what comes from the substrate, what just comes out of the water, which is really cool. There is some cool stuff, no doubt about it. However, these bugs are gonna have parasites, which, I mean, you know, I don't know, like, what do you think about parasites in your fish? Right? Most people are gonna be like, it's a no-brainer. I don't want parasites in my fish. You don't want parasites in your cat or dog. You know, everyone's like, cats, dogs. Everyone knows about cats and dogs. Like, I don't want my, you know, heartworms or something in my puppy dog. So you don't want that in your fish either. So yeah, it's kind of a thing. It's kind of an issue. So I collected these, got these all set up, and then I watched, you know, The Secret History in Your Aquarium, and he was talking about these resurrection jars and how awesome these things are. But yeah, great live food, but they will have parasites. And especially our fish that we have in our aquariums are not from the United States. Most of them are not. Most of them are from tropic waters. This water probably was in the 60s when I pulled it out. Most of our home aquariums are in the mid to upper 70s. So, I don't know. So yeah, you can kill the parasites in here. You can. I mean, there's lots of ways to do that. You can raise the temperature quite a bit, like 86 degrees. Most parasites won't live. You can also use chemicals. You know, there's all kinds of like chemicals. You can look that stuff up. I don't know any of them. Like methane blue, I think, is I think that's what they use for actually eggs. Angelfish eggs, actually. I don't know. I try to keep chemicals out of my fish tank. I try to do everything the natural way. But, wow, look at that. That is a very big something. That's cool. Look at that. So that might be a dragonfly larva. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what that is. I'm sure that thing will eat my fish, my baby fish, though. So how many of those are in these things, though? It's just, that thing's huge. That is so cool. This is the reason why I kept these things covered up, because I don't want that thing flying around my bedroom or my... Yeah, I don't think my wife would be too happy about that. Let's check out his face. Check out his face. Ooh, he's happy. Look at him. He's like, what's up? That is so cool. Look at that. I don't have any fish big enough to eat that thing. I think my angelfish could tear it up, but they're not big enough. Their mouths aren't big enough to bite it. You know what would be cool, though, is if my sea anemone was opened up, but my sea anemone has not been very happy for a while. I would give this guy to my sea anemone in a heartbeat. All right. Well, that's cool. Let's see what else we can see on this thing. This glass is so dirty. This video's been only 1 minute and 51 seconds. Okay, let's go to the next one. That thing is cool, though. All right. So, I really like this jar. I really like this jar. Okay, so I think this little bitty, and I am not putting my hands in this. I'm all, this little bitty. I'm like, hell no. So yeah, so these plants, I think the floating ones, the really, really small ones, I think that is a type of duckweed. I can't remember the guy's name. The guy from The Secret History, Buried in Your Tank, he was catching fish at one of the local lakes in Seattle, and he came across this, and I think he did call it a micro type of duckweed. Which is cool. I mean, it is actually kind of cool because it is so much smaller than duckweed. I hate duckweed, but this might be kind of cool. Maybe it'll let more light in. I don't know. Because that's one of the biggest problems. You see how it just covers everything up? And these plants, I love these plants. These are cool. These are really pretty. And you see how it's just growing? That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see what we can see in here if there's anything different. Let's see what we got. That's nice. Nice little spot right there. It's just jam-packed. I really cram stuff in these jars. I think up here is a little bit more space. Oh yeah, there's some little bugs right there. I love those little mites, those little bitty bugs. I don't know which jar it was. I think it was the one we're about to look at. It had some little bitty white worms floating at the very top. Take a seat here. Maybe you can get a little bit better look. Okay. So yeah, we got some nice little deeper that we can look in. Let's take a look over here on the corner. Maybe we can see some different stuff on the top. Yeah, like I said, so there's it's kind of a cool looking little, I don't know if that's a beetle or if that's a snail. I don't know. see what we got here. Little amphipods or something there. So these guys are like cockroaches. You see one or two. There's probably like hundreds. That's funny because like since sand and stuff in here, I'm like, I ain't putting my hand in here. That's how I got most of this stuff out of the water. Whenever I collected this, I was like reaching into the mud and just scooping it up. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the one where I saw the little worms on the top. Oh, that's really cool. What is that? Oh. I wonder if that was a little fish that I just saw. Oh, that is a very fast snail. Okay, let's see what this thing is. It's a little water spider or something. Where'd you go? I don't know where it went. It was like... There it is. I think that is a mayfly. No, it's not. It's really small, but it's a little bug of some sort. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. We'll go look at something else. Let's see. I got these jars here from a, so Angie found these stools. And if she watches this video, she will never send me on an errand to pick up anything again. Because she sent me on a mission to get these stools. And that's where I got a whole bunch of these jars. Because it was a dispensary that was closing one of their shops and moving to a larger location. So I'm not going to show you the whole label. Okay, I did. But yeah, it's kind of funny. So I got all these like jars that have these labels still on them because I haven't taken the labels off for free. They're really cool, really nice jars. And some of these jars are crazy expensive. I got 4 of these jars. Like I bought these jars. 4 of them were like 20 bucks. This jar I think was actually $10. But I got a whole bunch of these jars for free. Like so many, I had to make a couple trips back to my car with these totes that I have, like carrying my groceries in and stuff. Like 8 or 9 of these things. It's pretty cool. What am I gonna do with 8 or 9 of them? I don't know, but I couldn't turn it down. They're like, yeah, take them all. And I'm like, for free? And she's like, yeah, if you want to take them, just take them. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't even see the label. I had no idea what the place was because all this stuff was just outside in their driveway. So this is pretty funny. Sounds like a little water beetle of some sort. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Well, I think that's about it, guys. I don't know. I think that's about it for this. I think we've seen everything here. I don't want to disturb the jar too much while I'm videoing it because I want everything just to kind of stay mellow. I love those amphipods here. It's so pretty. It's kind of like a lime green. Most amphipods that I've seen are like brown or black. Go over here and see if I can get a shot of this side. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take these plants. I'm gonna take these plants and I'm gonna put them in another one of these jars, just the way it is, because I really like the plants. I like them. I don't know what this stuff is called. This one here, you know, the one with the nice leaves. You know, the big leaves. Like this one here with the big leaves. I really like those. I really like the kind of aquatic plants like that, and yeah, so I'm gonna basically put those off to the side, put them back in one of these jars. And then all of this other stuff I'm going to isolate and I'm gonna put into a 5-gallon bucket. And I'm just gonna leave it in the 5-gallon bucket until it breaks down more. I'll put saran wrap over it again. But that monster, man, I'm taking this guy out. I'm gonna take this guy out. I'm not exactly sure how yet, but he is. Yeah, he would decimate my my Daphnia tank downstairs. He would kill everything in there. He would kill all my baby fish. I mean, he's huge. Like, you could see my finger next to him. Not too close, but. Yeah, dragonflies are not that big. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on with that dude. I'm pretty sure it's a dragonfly. Praying mantises? Praying mantises are not born in the water, I don't think. I'm pretty sure dragonfly. I'm pretty sure it is. That'd be wild if it's a... I don't think praying mantises are born in the water. But, alright, I think this video's done. It's really long. I mean, you know, how much of a nerd are you? I love watching this kind of shit, but if you watch this, thank you for watching the whole thing. Alright, but yeah, like I said, plants are going to go in one tank, or one 5-gallon bucket. And then, no wait, let me do that again. The plants are going to stay in a jar, but I'm going to make sure the jar doesn't have anything else in it but the plants. All of this bio stuff is going to go into a 5-gallon bucket. I don't know what I'm going to do with the live food yet. I'm just gonna let it keep going, but it's gonna be going all together in one bucket. Yeah, I'll keep a lid on the bucket, obviously. Saran wrap so I could see. But yeah, all right. Thanks for watching.